Hey everyone, my name's Emily. I'm 32, and this is the story of how I wasted 10 years of my life hoping for love from a man I married, only to realize the love I was waiting for never really existed. Michael and I got married when I was 22. It was the perfect small town wedding, the kind you see in those cheesy Hallmark movies. White dress, smiling family, all the cliches. I thought I was living my dream. At first, he was everything I wanted: charming, attentive, loving. But almost immediately after the wedding, something shifted. It wasn't a dramatic blow-up or a huge fight. It was the little things. His touch grew colder, his hugs shorter, the way he pulled away when I tried to cuddle. The intimacy we had before seemed to just disappear. I told myself it was just stress. New job, new responsibilities. Maybe he was adjusting to married life. So I tried everything: cooking his favorite meals, lighting candles, wearing sexy lingerie, telling him I love you every night. He'd always say, "Love you too," then turn over and fall asleep. After 6 months, I cried for the first time, realizing it had been 3 weeks since we'd been intimate. 3 months later, I begged him to talk to me, asked what was wrong. He shrugged it off. "Nothing's wrong. I'm just not in the mood." That became the go-to answer for years. I stopped counting the times I asked, the nights I cried silently next to him, the mornings I woke up early staring at the bathroom mirror, wondering what was wrong with me. I asked if I wasn't attractive anymore. He rolled his eyes. "You're beautiful. Stop being dramatic." But words don't mean much when the man you married won't kiss you, won't touch you, won't even look at you like he used to. I begged. I pleaded. I told him how alone I felt. He said, "I'm just not a touchy person. You knew that." But before we got married, he was affectionate. He couldn't keep his hands off me. Now, I was lucky to get a peck on the cheek. Every time I brought it up, he made me feel needy, clingy, desperate. And eventually, I started to believe him. I tried everything I could think of: therapy sessions, alone and together, romantic weekend getaways, even those cheesy sexy games and lingerie sets I found online. Sometimes he'd humor me a quick, mechanical moment, then he'd retreat back into silence for weeks or months. Our 10th anniversary came last August. I cried alone in bed that night while he dozed off watching YouTube videos. The next month, I told him I was dying inside, that I couldn't keep living like this, that the loneliness was suffocating me. He looked at me, but said nothing. That silence cut deeper than any fight ever could. Fast forward to March. 7 months past our anniversary, and nothing had changed. No therapy, no hugs, no effort. Then, out of nowhere, he sat me down. "I'm at rock bottom," he said. He said he was hurting, that he wanted help, that he was ready to change. I wanted to laugh. After all those years of me crying, begging, screaming, writing him letters, telling him I felt like a ghost in my own marriage, suddenly he was ready. I told him I wanted a divorce. He cried, sobbed, actually, begged me not to leave, said he was finally ready to be the man I deserved, that he'd do anything: therapy, reading books, date nights. "Just one more chance," he pleaded. But after 10 years of empty promises, I felt nothing. No hope. No love. Just empty. I begged him to change for a decade. Now that I was done, suddenly he was ready. Here's something no one tells you: emotional neglect is a slow death. It doesn't leave bruises or headlines, but it erodes your soul until you forget who you were before the silence. He didn't cheat or hit me, but he starved me of love until I stopped believing I deserved it. And now he wants to fix things? No. You don't get to ignore someone's pain for 10 years and expect redemption in 10 minutes. I moved out last month, staying with my sister while I find my own place. He sends long texts every few days. Promises, apologies. Once, he left a box of my favorite pastries on my sister's doorstep. I didn't open it. I'm not angry anymore. I'm free. I'm learning to love music again, dancing in the kitchen with my niece. I started painting. For the first time in years, I feel alive. He calls it a midlife crisis. I call it waking up. There are still nights I cry, grieving the life I thought I had, the husband I thought I married, the kids we never had, the birthdays spent alone while he worked late, the anniversaries celebrated with hope, met only with silence. But I smile too, because I finally did something for me.